everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to polish your tattoos. Now what I mean by that is if you've got shades of like dark, medium and light, I'm going to show you how to effortlessly blend these shades together so they all run seamlessly between each other. Now I call it polishing because it's like polishing your tattoo at the end of it. Some people call it layering, some people call it blending. It's all the same technique. I'm going to show you the technique that I personally use to achieve this effect of polishing. So at the start of this video it's going to be an analogy. I'm going to show you how to achieve it on pencil and paper, and then at the end of this video we're going to drop into a portrait, which I did, and it's going to take a few little snippets showing you the technique actually in action. Now guys, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so if you do like it, please comment in the box below. I try to respond to all the comments. If you do like it, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. If you have already subscribed, hit the notification bell, and that will keep you up to date with all my up and coming videos. With all that said guys, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so for this example, first of all we're going to lay down some shades, and to do that I'm going to use pencils, and we're going to use a dark, a medium and a light. For that we're using a 6B. You don't know about pencils, obviously. The B stands for black and H stands for hard. So the higher number B you have, the darker it'll be, the softer the pencil will be. And the higher number H you have will be a lighter shade. So that's the 6B. Then for our medium tone we're using a B. And for our light tone we're using a 4H. So I'm quickly going to just lay some shades down, and like I say, this would be how I'd actually do a tattoo. So I'd start from a dark, I'd brush into my medium and then brush into my light. So I'll quickly do that for you. So that's my dark, and then I'm just going to slightly overlap and go into my medium as I would if I were tattooing. And then finally I'm going to go to my light. Okay, so let's zoom in on that for you. Now, obviously this is paper, and if I wanted to smooth this out, because you can see it is, you know, that it's not perfect. The transitions you can see there, like between the light and the medium, there's a definite jump between them two. And then if you're looking carefully between the dark here, there's a definite gap between this and this. So there's three separate shades there, if you like. There's dark, medium and light. Now if I were to blend this on paper, it'd be really simple. I'd just get like a smudger or a piece of tissue or whatever, and then I'd literally just wipe across, and then it'll blend all the shades in. And obviously you can't do this with skin. And some people they'd lay this shade down on skin and they'd probably be happy with that. They'd say that's fine. But if you want a really polished look, shades which, you know, they effortlessly blend into each other, so you can't see any of these like in between bits, you know, where it jumps between dark and light. If you want an effortless shade, then there's a technique that you can do this, which I like to call polishing. And how we achieve this is to brush over what we've done with shades again. But before I show you this, let me just do a quick test. So what shade do you think I'd need if I'm trying to blend in the dark to the medium? Which one of these do you think I'd use? And then also, what shade would I use if I was blending between the medium and the light? Which one of these would I use? Well, the answer is, if you're tattooing it, that is, I would use light for all of it. I'd get my lightest grey wash shade and sweep over all of the tattoo that I've done, and that will give you a really effortless blend between all the shades. Now you might be saying, well, how is this light shade gonna have any impact on the darks? which would be a fair question, you know. So like, obviously this is a really light grey wash, and I'm going over darks. How's it even going to impact it? Well, it impacts it in a way where it sort of fills the gaps between the subtleties, and it blends everything together. Now, you could use a medium to blend these two. You could use a dark to blend these two. But if you did that, you're in a real risk of going too dark, and then having even a bigger contrast between the shades. So if I was to use like the darkest one on here, and then I start shading over like this, there is a real risk where my needle comes out of the skin at this point over, like say here, I'm going to be left with quite a noticeable transition, which like what's happening here. See where this, let me zoom in a bit closer so you can actually see what I mean. So you can see there's a definite line, a transition between this bit here and between this bit here. So this is dark and it goes to medium, you know, and it's quite patchy if you look closely at it. And if you did, like say, if you go over this with a dark ink and try to blend it with a dark ink, you probably get this effect all the way along. And if you use like a really light grey wash to blend these, you'll find you don't get that. You'll just get like an effortless seam between them. So I'm going to show you this now with the lightest pencil, the 4H. And all I'm going to do is start from the side here and just brush along, shade along there. And obviously if I were tattooing this, I'd be using these motions, and there is a video up to show you actually how to put the shades in. I'll stick that card up on the screen. So now, you see I've just quickly gone over that with the light, I've gone over all of it, and you can see the difference now, how it's blended. And obviously, this is just on paper, so it's you see a lot more imperfections on paper than you would skin. I personally think it's a lot easier to shade on skin than it is paper, because it just seems to blend even better. But say the point of this video is to show you that if you lay your shades in first, so you go from dark to your medium to your light, and then wipe off, and then use your light ink, your light grey wash to brush over everything you've done, you will get that seamless polished look. And that's how I do it, guys. That's how I get my shades. So I'm going to show you a snippet of a portrait video I did now. It's just at the end of the portrait, and it's going to be applying these polishing techniques, what I've just spoke about. So here we are, and I'm just going around the ear now. So if you notice around the bottom of the ear, it's like quite dark, and I'm blending that transition from the dark to the medium. And again, the grey wash which I'm using for all this polishing at the end of this video is a light grey wash. It's the single 6 out of the 666 silverback range. And again, just on the head there. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for imperfections. I'm looking for imperfections of shade, and I'm bridging the gaps between them. So here, this is like, we'll be blending like a medium to a light around the eye area. Just on that cheek there. And if you notice, I'm shading in the direction which the shade goes as well. So I'm not just shading randomly, you know, I'm like around the chin area now. So I'm following the shape of the face with the shade. And you'll always get a better effect when you do it like that as well. So I'm just coming to the end of the video now. It's just to show you, like I say, the techniques. If you ever like this video, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave your comments below. I always read the comments, and there'll be some more videos coming soon, so hit that notification button to stay up to date. Cheers, guys.